with respect to incentives, see whatever something extra we are going to offer to our employees to motivate their objectives, to motivate their regular habits. Okay, so everything we can consider as incentives. So it has its own types. That's something extra probably we can give it for individuals based upon their performance. We are trying to motivate them through maybe extra bonus, maybe some sort of fringe benefits. Everything can be considered as incentives. Okay, second point is like a team or else a group. Okay, so maybe when you're going to consider this into a group of people who are all working for the same project, so very much sure this is going to be considered as a team based. Okay, for this I have given an example. This is the thing we have discussed in the previous session, correct? Yeah. So team based, I have given an example as like maybe you're all working for one particular project as a analyst, tax analyst. Okay. So maybe one company which is which has given a project to complete their 1 year or also maybe 2 years, 3 years tax calculation. So probably one team is working for that, and you are putting a complete efforts. Then only maybe ultimately their balance sheet can be able to get generate. Ultimately, you can able to calculate their particular corporate tax, how much they need to make the payment. Okay, that's a team effort. Okay, that's the reason group incentives will be given. Gain sharing is almost such like whatever the profit organization is going to earn out of that project, they're going to share that. Okay, so that profit sharing is almost such like see maybe you can raise the question as such like sir, what kind of profit organization can earn out of this? So it is a simple calculation. Assume that 100 hours of a particular project is there. Okay, and you 5 members you have associated in that particular team. Okay, so 5 members, 100 hours in the sense nearly about 20 hours of particular work need to get complete. Okay, so on a daily basis you will be getting 8 hours. On a shift basis you will be getting 8 hours, and within 2 days you have completed the task. That is about 16 hours job each one of you have completed. Okay, so nearly around 4 multiplied by 5 members, 4 hours multiplied by 5 members, which is being saved. Okay, so what is the amount of fees they are remitting to the company for 100 hours? What is the salary is being shared for you people for 16 hours? Okay, so that 100 hours divided by 5 in the sense 20 hours. So 4 hours extra benefit what the organization is has got. They are going to start thinking as such like, let us share that gain sharing with the employees. Individually 4 hours is being saved by you. Okay, so out of that 4 hours, if 1 hour benefit or else 2 hours benefit is being shared to you people, surely that gain sharing will be one of the motivation to the employees when they are going to work with the group or else individual. Gain sharing concept, I hope you understood very clearly. Okay, the spot awards. Spot awards in the sense you are trying to boost up the morale of the employee on the spot when he's going to complete his task at the quicker time, or else when he's going to complete the task with a profitable mode. Spot on the spot you are going to recognize the employee with the awards. Even about the concern with respect to non-cash recognition, that's about labeling best employee of the week, best employee of the month. Okay, that's going to give a social recognition to the employee where his social status is going to get enhanced. Even about sixth point is lump sum increases. So maybe once in a year you're going to call that particular employee for the performance appraisal. Okay, so naturally most of the organizations they're going to keep the performance appraisal in the month of September. Okay, so that September month, what you have given a call to him for the purpose of performance appraisal. So whatever his explanation he's going to give, that his efforts, what he has put for the purpose of benefits to the organization. So you're trying to give the enhancement in the salary that will be considered as incentive for that employee. Okay, lump sum increases in the year end. of that particular performance appraisal time. Okay, so even about a skill based pay, so performance based as like what we are ready to give increment. Skill based also is quite important. That's the reason I have taken the example as like maybe when you're going to complete BBA course, probably you're going to start thinking that's like, sir, I'm working for one of the HR analyst course, sorry, an HR analyst job. So which is not sufficient for me with respect to my knowledge perspective. So I would like to run my showcase with respect to the concern of labor law studies. Yes, you will study that. Probably some of you people may join to LLB course. Yes, BBA LLB is also available as like a BCom LLB, BA LLB, BBA LLB is also available because HR course you have taken, so you will be acting as like a HR manager in the organization, and you will be thinking as such like I can act as like a HR advisor in the organization. So you may run your course, LLB course. Is that essential for the purpose of the benefit of the organization? No, even personal benefit is getting involved here. Okay, some people who are all HR specialized, they are going to do the LLB course. Reason behind that, they are going to get highlighted in the organization. They are going to get the supreme position in the organization. That is most important. Okay, so every one of us, we do have our own objective. Ultimately, some of us, we are going to get end up with personal satisfaction. Most of us are going to get end up with incentives. Okay, that's a topic what we have discussed in the previous session. So now, with respect to that executives compensation plan and packages, see executives when they are going to make this compensation packages, they are trying to keep a certain amount of main components as such like a basic salary. Okay, so second thing is about short-term incentives and long-term incentives. So what exactly these short-term incentives and long-term incentives, how does it get differ? See, most of the time, whatever we people have discussed in the previous session with respect to the slide, okay, is about all these performance-based, and seventh point is knowledge-based. Okay, so here short-term incentives will be there for the performance, whereas long-term incentives will be there for merit. Okay, so why it is being kept only for executives level? Why not it is available for analysts level? Truly speaking, analysts level, when they are going to get enhanced with respect to the merit based, I was discussing with respect to BBA LLB, because HR students. Okay, so when labor welfare, when you're going to talk about labor compensation, wages management, so a number of things law is associated. Okay, so you're going to do your own kind of merit enhancement. Obviously that should get end up with long term. Okay, so whether merit is only consideration for that long term, maybe experienced persons who have been worked with some of the projects where they are enhancing their particular knowledge, where they are guiding others as like a trainers. Truly speaking, they are the human resource for the organization, where they are eligible for these long-term incentives. Okay, so short-term incentives for your performance, whereas long-term incentives for the purpose of benefit of the organization as well as mutually for the employee. Then benefits and perquisites. So what kind of perquisites we are going to offer? Sodexo coupons, maybe some of the gift coupons, some sort of maybe some of the trips you're going to organize, picnics for the family of all those employees, departmental wise, may not be completely for the organization completely at one stretch. Maybe you may go for conducting some of the sports meet for those employees. These are the kind of perquisites, benefits. Okay, so where employees, they are going to get engaged, they are going to get entertained, even morale, or else their interest level is going to get boosted up. Okay, that's the thing what we people have discussed, and regulatory bodies we are going to discuss in the next session. Okay, fine. So with this particular respect, we have completed